Good evening.
So my research that I found was that it's inconclusive because I wasn't able to talk to a lawyer about the subject matter. So we don't. That's all I'll say, that I don't know whether or not the thing that I was going to answer was, if you have a video, someone's talking, and that is slander. But then if you have like text along, like you have captions on the video, does that make it libel? And the answer is TBD.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be admissible in court?
Put it in print. Like, it has to be. Captions don't make it liable.
I'm just saying that this was a thing that he promised to cut me off to report on Wednesday. He would say he was gonna look into this and get back to us. And the fact that it's inconclusive means I don't think you should have cut me off to say it.
I never stopped doing a bit.
There we go. Amen. And speaking of bits,
That's true. You don't
welcome test subjects and researchers to another spine-tingling chapter of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. My name is Philip and I am the Dread Master, and I am surrounded by gorgeous players. Say good evening, players.
Good evening,
Players.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. For everyone out there in chat, we learned something in our pregame, because we actually tonight we did start talking beforehand. There is a diacritic mark that we had a disagreement over the pronunciation. It has to do with what language one pronounces it in, but the sort of the squiggly line that turns La Canada Flintridge into La Cañada Flintridge in English is referred to as a tilde, but in Spanish is referred to as a
Tilde.
There you go. Just so you guys know.
It is prettier with the Spanish pronunciation. But
What
I'm
is
an
it?
American and lazy.
I'm sure everything's prettier with the Spanish
I
pronunciation.
think we can all agree Spanish is sexy.
I'm not going to put that kind of like
Hold on. A tilde is just an accent. Is it the same? Because isn't the enye is the squiggly?
It could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were we talking about an enye this whole time? I wasn't paying attention.
I think her music is great.
The tilde is the
And
thing
yeah.
The tilde isn't the
You
tilde
can do
just
it,
an
Liv.
mark?
I
I think the tilde is just an accent mark.
no, it's the squiggle. It's the wave.
the actual indication that
Yeah.
you would do like an enye.
Ugh.
Sorry.
And yeah.
Enya. Now Enya I can get
Enya.
into. Does anybody know the song Boudica by Enya? Oh, it's so good.
Does anyone know the song "May It Be" from The Lord of the Rings
I also know that.
by Enya?
But do you know? I mean, or like, what's the big Enya song? Hold on.
The one we all know but can't.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
time.
There it is.
Is that Enya?
No, but isn't it also? Is it Sail Away? Is that Enya?
Oh yeah, that.
Orinoco Flow. It's called Orinoco Flow. Damn it! I wish I'd known it was called Orinoco Flow.
You're thinking of Come Sail Away, Come Sail Away, Come Sail Away.
Yeah. Look. And if you want to see the best ever, like, dramatic performance to that song, there was an amazing one by a drag queen. Oh, why am I forgetting? Willow Pill. That is exceptional if you like dark humor.
Oh, but
That's
I
not
don't. I'm known as not liking dark humor.
Not at all.
Oh boy, Enya's pretty good. I also like, but listen to Boudica sometimes, where it's like it's just there's no words. It's just all. Oh, it's creepy. I love it so much. Anyway, that's what we've been talking about, and some stuff we're not gonna say publicly because oh boy. Yeah, I'm so glad to be with you all here on a at least in Los Angeles. Moses, I don't know what the temperature is where you are, but hot. Yeah, here it's kind of it's yo-yoing here in LA in an unpleasant way. So
Yeah, it really is.
my ears keep ear congestion, guys. It's real fun. Doesn't make me dizzy at all. Let me tell you. But we're here for some horror fun. And if some of these characters die tonight, that's just what happens. They've had a good run so far. This is our 146th chapter. Last week in 145, I guess that I need to You know what? I don't need to go through full details for Dallas and Omaha because they have both been unconscious up to this point. So what's gone on with them they don't know. Omaha, you've yet to awaken from sort of that, the sort of being in that sphere where the dread stuff came through and all the craziness. Dallas, the last thing you remember is you were in the airlock on floor 7 when a figure came to the door. And I suppose the last thing you remember actually is that door was opened as you were trying to put on a suit and you passed out almost immediately. The London, Montreal, Zurich, and Jakarta encountered Montreal's beloved Lady Rhiannon, who was really like taunting them and like not like Zurich was like trying to activate the airlock and she was just like, oh, you can't until I close the door. Oh, you want me to, kind of like that sort of stuff as they're like gasping and but they did. The airlock they were blown out. So even though they were trying to pull on their incredibly squeaky plastic or rubber hazmat suits, their sort of mist suits, they did them no good in this instance, but they all sort of got out of it. Although Dallas now was also unconscious, having succumbed sort of to the mist, although not dead yet. Dallas and Omaha, now 2 bodies for them to have to carry around. There was some discussion of them needing to take, like, Lady Rhiannon kind of wanted to take Dallas, but then she kind of just got tired of talking to you all, and she was very confusing about, she said, I want to help him, I don't care about helping him, and she just peaced out. You guys decided to carry your 2 unconscious companions. London was very insistent that they not try to leave Omaha and Dallas, but I think she only cared about Omaha. Maybe the Sister Mercy part of her cared about the Rawlings part of Dallas, but for the most part, it seemed like London cared.
We'll say that, yeah.
She
didn't care.
She cared, but she was kind of like, no, don't leave Dallas. But she was like, we are not leaving Omaha. That was the energy.
That was the vibe.
So they. Also, one thing Lady Rhiannon said that I do want to call out. She claims that Hildy, the doll maker, escaped whatever sort of turncoat stuff happened, and she is the reason that everything is chaos right now. She, according to Lady Rhiannon, unleashed all of this stuff. So, whether or not one can believe that is what she told you. The group decided, after much talking about how many times London got to be a vampire and it seeming really overpowered, the group then walked, many of them half wearing squeaky mist suits, just up the stairs. Zurich really tried to body roll like Fireman, but just didn't have the right vibe. That also led to me saying a pretty shocking thing, where he said, what is perform under? And I said, it's under will. And then I said, where there's a will, there's a wet pussy. And I was like, I didn't say that. That was just a voluptuous saying. And I feel like we never had to revisit it, but for some reason I really did want to mention it in this recap. Okay. You guys went upstairs to the 8th floor, where you spoke to a junior editor, and she was also now wearing a mask of some kind, so you didn't see her face, but she seemed kind of be like a young woman, presumably human. She claims she is a junior editor in the story department, and things got kind of confusing what she was talking about. She even claimed to have written Oksana's backstory, but she eventually just ran away from you guys. Zurich, however, did acquire a floor plan, a sort of like list of the layout of this thing here. I put that into chat last time, but I'm going to put that just here into our Zoom chat for Dan and Liv to peruse if they want to. That is the sort of floor layout of this building you're on. Looking at that and kind of with some words from her, they decided to go downstairs to 6, thinking they might be able to find weaponry there. Upon arriving at 6, however, Omaha woke up and started talking in a sort of kind of like childlike voice, seeming very confused. Omaha kept insisting, do not go into that room. Like, do not go in there. I'm scared. And then when they started saying, I don't know if you're Omaha. Oh, because Zurich was like, I think there's a ghost around somewhere. Omaha, or whoever was currently possessing her body, ran away. They went inside. They spoke to Octavian. He's a man with sort of like fox ears on his head. He was at a computer. The 6th floor seems a little bit more modern for some reason. He informed them that it's likely Omaha's body was possessed by Vinnie the Fink, a very upsetting high Stelesian kind of like crook or enforcer who, worse than baby talk, just talks in like a little kid voice, like a little rascal. It's like you almost would rather he just be like, "I'm sorry." No, it's like it's worse. He's just like, "Oh dear, I'm kind of getting scared, everybody." It's like they hate it so much. So anyway, he's like, "That's bad." He did, however, sort of upon them explaining they're the Dread Subs from 143, they want to find some weapons, or their little pitch for it was, "We want our old possessions." He was like, "Okay, that's interesting." He had to call his own department head, another member of the board of directors who you have not yet met. She didn't even come up for the big sort of transfer thing. Her name is Andrea Wallings, who seems to be a human woman. Did we say she said she looks like Zoe Kravitz? Wasn't that right?
I think so, yeah.
So,
Something
yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Zoe
And
Kravitz.
that changed the way that we interacted
Yeah.
with her.
When I said she looks like Zoe Kravitz, everyone went
We were
like,
like,
oh, hi. Yeah. So anyway, she kind of said, "We can give you guys some supplies because there are monsters moving around. So we'll give you some standard, kind of like stuff staff can have. As for your stuff, tell us the people you've been. We will put that through our systems. We can maybe try to pull a few key items for you." They were all given some bags to carry stuff, so they put their squeaky suits in there. They have some stun batons, some machetes, and they said, "Could we leave Dallas behind as we go to try to find Omaha, because Dallas is unconscious?" And he said, "Oh, we can even give him some mistreatment." They all asked for mistreatment for themselves, or I think London specifically did, and Octavian was kind of like, "You're awake, so you don't really need it." But he gave them some little pastilles they could take just to, some medicated pastilles, but it's not really going to do much. So then London left a note for Dallas explaining they would return here once they can find Omaha. And then after they went, Octavian maybe made a phone call and maybe said some comments about, they left one of these dread subs behind. Should we try to do so? Oh, should we try to do all 3? Okay, got it. Over the unconscious body of Dallas in a sort of room. So who knows what that was about. But the point is, with all of that in mind, that is how we left off chapter 145. Did I leave anything out that people really want included? I put in the where there's a will, there's a way. I said that part.
Glad you did.
And I did an impression of Vinnie the Fink. So I've alienated everyone.
Can you do the invocation in the voice of Vinnie the Fink?
I would love to do the invocation of the voice
I
of
hate
Vinnie
that,
the Fink.
and I wish you wouldn't. I wish you wouldn't.
Actually, let me look at this invocation. A child wouldn't be able, I don't know. I
don't like it.
I don't care what you like right now, because this needs to happen.
Yeah, I'll try
for
it.
everyone, for posterity,
I'll try
for the
it.
YouTubes.
Not if it's not right for the text.
Yeah, she's really trying to bank on that. I'll try it. I'm going to give it a shot. All right. So,
You're
with
welcome,
that,
everybody.
with all that in mind, let us hear the invocation for chapter 146 of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG, as invoked by good old Vinnie the Fink. When I see you again, as I always do, it appears to me that destiny rules, and the spirits are ruthless with the paths they choose. If not being together, it's just following the rules. No one's a fool.
I hate that.
It's hard for me too that people hate me so much.
Well, stop existing.
Maybe don't be a freak then.
Go home.
I hope someday I'm a better boy.
Oh, Philip, I gotta hand it to you. That sucked.
I really hope someday I can be a better boy.
Oh,
My mommy
Liv.
used to say.
Liv, this is you tonight. Isn't that great?
that's the thing that will make London leave Omaha. And Ghost can't come out. Sorry. Goodbye.
The dread clock, my dear friends and neighbors, sits at the hour of 9.
Oh. Has it been long enough? Do we have any power back or anything?
You all do have Dallas, you don't because you have condition. Well, we'll get to you in a second. Go ahead and give yourselves all 2 power back.
Can we get
I'll
one
take what I can
extra
get.
for suffering through what you just did to us?
Absolutely not.
Please.
You absolutely cannot. Never in a trillion. All right, friends. So what I need at this time is I need Dan, Liv, and Zane. I won't have Lauren do it because she hates it. Zane, would you roll a d13? Dan, roll a d13, and Liv roll a d13.
7.
3.
9. Great. Okay. So we will begin
like that.
with Omaha. Omaha,
Yes.
you awaken, standing at the sink in a bathroom. A nice kind of corporate, multi-stalled bathroom. You're looking in the mirror, you see yourself. You look fairly bedraggled. You look like people might have been carrying you around for a while. You also, however, do sort of as you're sort of coming to and sort of like realizing you're standing here, you have a rather intense realization that you can remember so many experiences in such detail. You can remember everything that happened to Zeke Thomas until and including being in the Dreadland Express and seeing the mists come and roil over everything outside with Rawlings. You can remember everything that Kimberly Lisa Thiessen, every aerobic session and orgy that preceded and followed, and sometimes occurred simultaneously. You can remember Miri, her travels about holding her little doll. You can remember Hattie Ford dying in a pot of ink after surviving so long in Ignador, being pulled down into the sickening muck. You can remember Penicillin, Emissary, Sister Lucille, Sophie Pellicule, Emmeline, Juliet the Oubliette being unzipped. That was rough.
Oof, that one was rough.
You can remember Siobhan Walsh dying at that house in the mists. You can remember Chip Harrington III being killed by those mannequins. You remember all of these lives in their entirety, though it's kind of just overwhelming. You're not sure what it means that you remember the lives of every doll. You also remember Dahlia. You can also remember Dahlia up to a point. You can remember, the last thing you remember Dahlia doing is killing Violet the Vamp with a wooden pole in the dragon room at the nest. What was that called? At the dragon's nest in the Bad Dragon.
Do I have a sense of how long it's been between Dahlia doing that and now? Like, do I feel
You
like
don't.
that happened yesterday? Okay.
You have no sense of that. Any of these could have happened at any point, although some of them seem to maybe have preceded because you can remember certain interactions. But as you're remembering all of that, you kind of look at yourself in the mirror and your reflection says to you, with your own mouth and your own voice, but this intonation, "Oh, you're awake. Hi. Are you as scared as I am?"
Am I able to talk?
You seem to be able to talk.
The voice, but it's talking to me with my face.
It's
and
looking
the-
you right in the eye. Yeah.
And it's not who. Wait, who are you?
Oh no. You really don't remember. Oh dear. It's making me nervous.
I remember a lot, and I don't remember. Wait, who? Who are you? Why are you using my face?
Well, it's my face too. Oh no. You really don't remember? Oh no. I was hoping you could help. You seem
Can't
like...
be, because I would remember. I remember everything.
Good. Good. That makes me feel better. We need a grown-up. You're a good grown-up.
Who are you?
I'm you, of course.
No, you're not.
Well, who are you?
Well, I don't know which me I am, but I know you're not one of the me's.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Maybe you don't know as much as I thought. Okay. I guess I'm not gonna let you be in charge then.
No!
Well, do you remember me?
Maybe if you told me your name.
I don't remember.
So
I'm just
if
really
you-
scared.
Okay, but if you don't remember your name, then how do you know you're me?
Well, who else would I be, silly? For a grown-up, you're acting kind of silly, you know that?
I'm the grown-up, so you should listen to me, and if you were me, I would know you, and if you were me, you would know me. So if neither of us knows you, then you can't be me.
But you haven't told me who you are yet. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers after all.
But if you're me, then I'm not a stranger. So either I'm a stranger and you're not me, or I'm not a stranger and you are me.
You're funny. I wish you were my babysitter.
Okay, so we've established then that you're not me because I can't be your babysitter if you're me.
Well, maybe whichever you are isn't the me who's you. Right?
No, none of the me's are you.
Maybe it is. Maybe. Want to know a secret? Maybe you forgot all about me.
No, because
You and then your own fingers on your mouth as you're like, ugh.
no, because I know each me because there were dolls. Each one of the dolls was me, and there wasn't one of you. I know all the dolls. I know their names and their faces and their.
You had every single
Isn't
doll?
that-
None of them
Yes.
were missing?
Well, only Dahlia's was missing, right?
Well, maybe you were missing even more. I hate when people take my toys.
No, because see, I know who she was.
Oh,
Her doll was missing, but the only reason I know her doll was missing is because I know she's me. But you, there's no doll and there's no you.
this isn't very...
Would any of my me's have an idea of who this person is?
You can... Hold on. Let's look at... On your sheet, you have one vector for this, but sadly, though you can remember, you didn't get a knowledge in Hattie before this process happened, in Hattie from there. So, instead, go ahead and do a research roll. It's just three dice, three d8s.
Two fives.
2 5s. Oh, perfect. Would you like to go with your 2 5s, or do you want to go with whatever your singular is?
No, I'll go with my 2 5s.
Great. Okay, now please roll a d13. Oh my god, roll a 13 and there will be a horror surge in this room and it will be so bad. Please roll a 13.
3.
Ah, damn it. It's not very fun. It's fine. I mean, whatever. I had a lot of fun last week. We had 4 last week. It was cool. I'll take what I can get. Okay.
Wait, 4 13s or horror surges?
4 13s. 0.
Okay.
Wait, why did 5 make the clock advance?
Because your fear is nyctophobia, which is number 5.
Right. I completely forgot that I have a fear.
Yeah. So, in response to that, you sort of are looking, and as you're kind of trying to remember, you're trying to think through all of your different lives. And I will tell you that a 2nd degree success... A 2nd degree success can narrow this down slightly, but the closest thing this is ringing a bell to you about are various orphans of the Eldritch who Miri might have known. You don't think this is Miri talking to you. the vibe is slightly different, but it's like it's the closest of yours is Miri, so you think maybe this is an orphan of the Eldritch.
Okay. So you don't know your name. I know you're not me because I think there's a different me that might have known you.
Oh. Which me is that? What if they weren't friends with me?
Well,
I don't like enemies.
I don't think she would have been an enemy. She kind of was a little bit of a loner. But,
oh no.
well, the me that's me, she wouldn't have been your enemy. She just,
Well,
she
why,
seemed to go out on her own a lot.
well, why isn't she talking to me?
I shouldn't have done. Well, I mean, we're all talking. My mask. I don't have my mask.
Oh, I can get you a mask. Let's go. And the body starts moving out of your control.
I didn't want you to, I didn't know. Can we stop, please? Please?
Oh, that's enough talking from you for now. And then you're not in control, you're just watching. Cool. Cool, tight. So then, Dan and Zane, I know that Liv had a 9. Who had a 7? Who had a 3 amongst you?
7.
Wonderful. Dallas, my friend. I'm so sorry to the group of 4 who've been here for many weeks, but we gotta catch up with our friends here. Dallas. I guess technically I should roll this, though, shouldn't I? Hold on. Well, I'll do it with the metal. Why not? Hey! Oh my god, 3 6s. Dallas. In the meantime, Dallas, you come to with your condition cleared.
Sick.
And we will give you 1 power back. You have been unconscious for about an hour. Here. And standing over you, kind of, sort of like, with a very intense smelling, this kind of like, it's basically like smelling salt, basically, is it kind of like waking you out of it, is this sort of very well-dressed gentleman. He has fox ears and he's just sort of standing over you. You are lying on a couch in a meeting room. And he's just saying, are you all right? Hey, hi there.
Yeah.
Rise and shine.
Thank you. Thanks. Who are you? Sorry. Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, yes. Your friends left a note for you. My name's Octavian, so if you need anything, just let me know. But they've gone after your friend Omaha. I'm trying to sort of help you get over your mist. We've given you a bit of a treatment for it, but he sort of hands you a note.
Oh, thank you so much.
And he'll say, and also just so you know, we've did you know about these? And he kind of taps on your chest, and you feel he's like tapping on something hard.
What? Like, are they like pulling back my shirt or something, and look like, or is there
basically on like your left kind of like upper chest, kind of like over your pec here or whatever, not quite over. There are 3 purple, like metallic, stony, hard things that seem to be just like fully embedded in your skin.
What are these?
We have no idea, and we know everything about items. But had you not noticed those earlier, Mr. Dallas?
I mean, I assume I hadn't noticed them before. Like,
you definitely did not notice them before. You couldn't be sure that you didn't have them before because you didn't, strip down. It's weird because you really don't feel them. It's like if you touch them, you can feel them, but they're not,
Right. No, I don't. That's weird. I have no clue what the hell is going on with those. So, yeah, that's.
Oh dear. Well, we didn't want to do anything without your knowledge, but we can consult our records to see if anyone's familiar with that. That's an interesting one, though, because as far as we can tell, it doesn't seem to be an item of any sort, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You're on the. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Octavian. I work here. We're in the sort of items department. Items and magical, trinkets and artifacts and things.
Okay. Thank you.
But are you? Do they hurt those things?
They don't hurt, do they?
They don't hurt at all. You can't heal them.
It's just like, no, it's weird. Like no. It's just like like when if you like have like a scar tissue and you're just like pass over it, you don't feel it, and then you know.
How very interesting. Well, Mr. Dallas, you're welcome to stay here and rest, but your friend said they'll be back. That's what London said at least, but she left you a note, so do as you will, of course.
Thank you. I'll just go read the note.
The note basically explains, Omaha got possessed by a ghost, so we're chasing after her. We'll be back. That's what it says.
Okay. That's weird. But I guess, given everything else that has happened here, that makes sense that could happen. Yeah. Okay. Do you know which way they went?
They went, literally they went that way, and he'll kind of like lean out and point you down the hall. I don't know what floor they were going to. Oh, but good news, the elevators have finally been repaired.
Yeah, such good news. Thank you, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, do you have like a glass of water or something?
Certainly. He'll grab like a pitcher. Real like law office style, just pour you like a glass of water.
Thank
Here
you.
you go. Of course. Are you just gonna wait here, friend?
Yeah, and then I'll just hang out here for like 30 minutes. If they don't come back, then I'll just like poke my head out, be like, see if I hear anything.
Sure. He'll just sort of say, you can have a seat here, rest. I'm sure you've been through a lot. Hope those don't give you too much trouble.
No, thank you.
Whatever they are. So many mysteries today. It's been downright eventful.
It's been a weird one on top of a couple weird ones.
So it has. He'll kind of step out, leaving you there. So Dallas, if you're just going to wait, we are going to cut over to London, Montreal, Zurich, and Jakarta.
Yep.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
So,
good evening.
Some time has passed, and you guys are looking for Omaha. Do any of you have extra dice in track?
Trap or track?
Track under your intellect.
Trap would be a really weird one.
I've got 3 in that.
You have 3 in it. Okay.
Up to
2.
Okay, Montreal, why don't you just simply make a track roll? Let's just see your general searching for.
2 1s.
2 1s. All right. For you, that is not a specific thing.
No.
You sort of go out. You definitely recall that she went down. Omaha ran down the stairs, so you guys kind of emerging on 6. You're treading carefully. We'll say some time has taken. That's why like an hour has passed by the sort of time we cut to this.
Just like as I'm tracking her, can I just take a big whiff of the air like a basset hound? Just
Sure.
I think she went this way. I can smell her blood.
Can you?
Wait, does he say that out loud?
Yes. I
Wait,
absolutely
can you
said that.
really? Or are you
Wait, can
just
he?
making shit up? I'm asking that to Montreal.
Oh, of course. I know what all your blood smells like.
Okay, London would like to smell blood.
Make a smell roll. It's under your vitality.
I only have 2. Should that increase?
Why?
Can I get an advantage? Because I have so many vampires.
You're
It's
not
true.
aware.
She's got more vampires.
Oh. That
He's
fell.
literally 3 vampires in
Literally 3 fucking
No match.
vampires.
Yeah, you smell, and all you smell is
imagining 3 vampires in a trench coat.
That's all I am in reality.
But yeah, I know what all your blood smells like. I mean, it's a twofold thing, everyone. I'm great at smelling blood, but I also know the vicinity of a beautiful woman. I just know where she went, okay? I just know. And I'm feeling it's down.
This becomes more upsetting every sentence you speak.
Nah.
Beautiful woman, and she's gone down.
The beautiful woman's gone down. I can smell her blood.
I can
know they're going down.
Okay, well, as long as you don't do that when she's like around.
Well, no, that wouldn't be very
He's
honorable.
going to.
Yeah, he won't.
I'm doing this in the instance of trying to find her. Like, I just want to find her just as much as everybody else. I'm doing everything in my power to help.
Okay.
So
Bro.
Montreal.
We good, Jakarta? Good?
For now.
Oh, it's because of the stuff in Ignador. Oh,
I'm
I
not
get it.
super trustworthy of him for obvious reasons. One of
Well,
them
let's-
being his Ignador self left me to die, so.
I offered you a chance.
No, you didn't. You offered it and then rescinded it.
okay.
I still
Okay.
offered it.
Let's all calm down because both of you guys were Sarah Quill's friends, and so I
Mhm.
think that's common ground for everyone.
Fine.
So
I'll shake his hand.
you two, Zurich.
I'll shake your hand. It's not worth fighting over anyways.
For now.
For now.
Okay. Can we just go?
So Montreal, smelling a woman, scent of a woman. Hey, there we go. And I will not weigh in on whether or not he is actually tracking her by scent. I will, however, say that were any of you to attempt a read person roll, I believe that regardless of whether or not Montreal is tracking Omaha by scent, it would come up as a truthful statement from him because he really thinks it. If that makes sense.
That delusion, baby.
That
That is,
absolutely makes sense.
he believes that is what's happening, whether or not it's that or just logic. But you guys come down to the 4th floor. Montreal suspects she's not on this floor, but you guys give it a cursory glance. We're gonna say this is kind of the hour that was sort of hand waved, and you're kind of being very cautious. When you go onto that floor, though, you know that is the unformed pens. And you very quickly find that floor is very sort of eerie and upsetting. You also see one of these holding pens of unformed that they keep was opened, and so you guys are kind of eventually like get out of there, and with your sort of caution and stuff, it takes about an hour by the time you have now sort of gotten down to the 3rd floor, which you all know is the commissary. And
So
Montreal
should we-
suggests his nose is leading him
I-
here.
Like, I want to say my face is just on the floor, just in here. 3rd
Okay.
floor.
Okay, I don't think that's necessary, but
Well, I saw
Where
a
else?
map. Like, does the floor not speak to you?
no.
Listen, this is why I'm leading the way.
Okay.
That's why I'm leading the way.
Well, okay.
Well, lead the way in then.
There we go. Gonna open the door and say, "Ladies first," and point to Jakarta. You want
Haha.
You rude.
You're leading the way.
Yeah, you go, and she'll like push him through.
Perfect. So the 4 of you enter the 3rd floor sort of foyer. You see there are a couple of bathrooms, that you passed many times. There's a longer hallway, and you see the elevator bank on the other side. The commissary itself appears to be locked and dark inside that larger sort of, like, it seems like the commissary is currently closed, and in fact there is a sign if you sort of inspect, it does actually, there isn't even a sign. Everyone knows why the commissary is closed because there's an emergency going on. But you could attempt to sort of, force your way in somehow. There is also a hallway, though, that leads to some other rooms on this floor. Go ahead, London.
Weird question. Is it too late to do a read vibe on the ghost? Because if I'm thinking about, like, okay, where would a creepy ghost from Heisteles want to go?
You could do that for sure. Yeah, that you're kind of trying to do it after the fact and kind of, sort of in that weird way. So it has a slightly different thing. But yeah, go ahead and do a detect vibe.
Okay.
London.
No matches.
Yeah, you're just not sure. It's too upsetting. Vinnie the Fink is too upsetting.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is real sad because
I don't like it.
I'm just sad that no one's gonna come to my next birthday party.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
What was the other character that talks like it? Because I hated that one too.
There was another character who had an even more intense version of this in sort of Top Flight, who you guys met in Lost Lore Academia. His name's the Interior Man. Is that who you're thinking
That's
of?
right. Yes, I hated him.
And he just likes to be inside of things. And the hardest I ever made Kevin laugh was when the Interior Man once they summoned him and everyone was afraid, he was standing at like the stairway, and I was just describing the Interior Man is like this incredibly skinny, slender thing. He's a real body horror villain, and he would go into people's bodies and like burst out from the inside. He's real bad. But the Interior Man, he was just standing at a stairway, and I just said in the background, he's just there putting his hand like in and out of like the railings. And that made Kevin laugh the hardest I've ever seen Kevin laugh. He just liked to be inside of stuff.
That's who it was, and I didn't like him then.
But he would say things like, I just want to be inside of it. Are you going to make me stay outside, or can I please go indoors?
Anyway, Philip is a very creepy man with creepy voices that he does on stream.
I do, and off stream too.
For about an hour after we get off stream, he does voices.
He keeps us in the Zoom. We can't leave for an extra hour.
I once was about to marry a girl, but I just wouldn't stop talking to her like this. And in the end, she said, you can't be inside me anymore. So.
I don't like where this is gone. I don't like it.
He is like a baby stone man. That's true. They're all the best of the, yeah. There's a spectrum of Vinnie the Fink, the Interior Man, to the Stone Man. The Stone Man's a little bit more loud about it, though, baby. Come on. I've been waiting all night. Okay, so, are we done?
I hope so.
Well, you're the one who asked to track our new favorite character.
Well, I hope there's more. Zurich says, I'm trying to think of where a ghost would want to go, and commissary makes sense because they haven't been in a corporeal form for a long time, and maybe they'd want to try to eat something. So, like, I don't know.
Are you just hungry?
I mean, I'm always a little bit hungry, especially when I get stressed out, which doesn't seem like it should be a thing.
Just seemed like a very hangry response, Just
Okay, well, that logic, that's good. Smell, sure.
I'm going to the commissary.
Let's check.
Okay.
Yeah.
The commissary doors seem to be locked, but you guys could either try to force them by succeeding on like a lift or a physicality roll.
Is there like a window though?
There is, yeah. What's that?
Don't we have the keys?
Oh, you have some keys. Sure. Yeah, you have plenty of keys. Jakarta took the whole roll of keys. Jakarta, this one is likely much more easily listed. So just roll your D13. Just a simple luck of the draw. You don't need super high on this. If you roll like a 1 or a 2 or a 13, it'll be bad. Otherwise, you'll eventually find a key. 6. It takes Jakarta a few minutes, but you eventually can open. You can eventually find this.
Fucking keys on this thing.
Well, came in handy though.
Gonna give Jakarta a pat on the shoulder. Useful for something, man. There we go.
Great. So you guys can step into the commissary.
I just sigh and open the door.
That's a compliment.
Okay.
I look back at London like I'm trying to be nice.
Okay. And as you sort of step into this commissary, do any of you have a listen of 4 fear dice?
I have a 3, but would I have an advantage with Oksana?
Again, you wouldn't have an advantage.
I just want to try.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't gain any physical senses from Oksana. But
What if can I use my last point and put my listen at 4?
I would love for you to do that. That sounds great.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Then Zurich, and especially because Zurich, you're the most kind of on it. London is trying to listen like a vampire. Montreal's trying to smell like a vampire. Jakarta's trying to not be stabbed. But Zurich, as you sort of listen in, you do hear a voice kind of back in the kitchen serving area. as you guys open, you guys kind of move very quietly, a voice going. It's Omaha's voice, but saying in that cool way, "Oh, look at all this candy."
And that just send like a tingle up all
I
our
just
spines?
closed the door again. Okay.
Only Zurich hears that.
Okay.
Oh.
Shh. It's there by the candy.
Is it being creepy? Is it being creepy about the camp?
It's being creepy. There's no way it is.
Hey, did we ever discuss what we're going to do once we get her?
I think we should
Can you,
tase
like,
her.
exercise a
Does
ghost?
anyone know how to do that?
Do we get weapons? I forget.
Yeah, we got like tasers, right?
You
We're
do.
not
You have
going-
stun batons. Yeah.
We are not going to tase Omaha because, like, that's still Omaha.
Yeah, but it's also that fucked up freak thing.
I know, but we have to, like,
It's not gonna
talk it-
kill her.
What can Victor, does Victor have any knowledge over how he can get some, like a ghost out of a person?
Ooh.
Victor would not have such knowledge. Did you gain the sort of? I mean, you're going to remember some stuff because this was the guy. But yeah, unfortunately, because you don't have a dice in a Buster. Buster is the one who would like have some theories on that. Victor more knows of ghosts to speak of the deceased, to respect them and such.
What about Dr. Faust?
But I'd allow you to attempt a I'd allow you to attempt a sort of an analyze roll. That's fine.
And is that with a +1 because it's with him?
It is not with a +1 because you don't have the institutional knowledge of Buster. If
I see.
if it were about the Victor stuff, like you know what a ghostly possession is, but I don't think he's a yeah.
No matches.
Yeah, so you're simply not sure what would work in this instance.
I think we should just tase her.
Don't think so.
Are there like settings of this taser, or is it just
what,
all out?
No.
I'm just trying to set it to the lowest thing.
Hold on.
There are Montreal. You can.
Okay, like set it to stun or whatever, just
The
in
taser, I
case.
think, aren't they all stunned?
I don't know. Okay, but before we do that, we should try to talk to it and lure it out.
That sounds
Or
fine.
into taser range. Okay, we got it.
Well, let's just make sure we corner her so she can't run away.
Why don't we try and bring her back to the other people on the floor with all their storage, and maybe they'll know something about that.
Well, that doesn't disqualify tasing her. It's just another
No,
step.
it doesn't.
Okay, somebody give me that taser.
How about we try to physically
Give me
restrain
your
her and
taser.
keep the tasers on the
Give me
back burner
yours.
for like a just in case
Why,
kind
why
of
am
thing.
I?
I agree with Jakarta. We're not taking tasers away in case any of those screamers come out.
Fine,
So
fine,
let's
but
just-
we are not tasing. Okay, if anyone's going to tase Omaha, it's going to be me. She and I. Well, our people
I
have
didn't
been
think
the
you were
closest.
into that, but all right.
Oh,
I'm just setting a boundary.
little
Okay.
voluptua coming out of you, huh?
Not for
I'm
fun.
nearby, but don't hear them, right?
Okay.
No,
So the
well, that is a good question. I'm assuming that you guys are having this conversation. You listened in and closed the door, and you're outside in the
Yeah.
hallway, right? Then yes, you don't hear them. And speaking of that, Omaha,
Oh,
right
no.
now, what's that, London?
no, I said, oh no,
Yeah,
because
London.
we're gonna hear.
But
the
speaking of
voice.
Omaha, as you're sort of there, you've kind of been come to this place, and the little scamp in your head is kind of like looking at your reflection in the stainless steel, some reflective surface of the kitchen, kind of saying, "I'm gonna eat a bunch of candy. Our teeth are gonna get rotten, but I want candy."
Mm-mm.
I hate it.
I'm picking it up. I'm gonna have a bite.
Mary is gonna say candy's great, but you know what's better? Beer.
You're so bad. And then he just goes, he's like, "But taste it. You can taste it, can't you? Isn't it good? It's chocolate."
What kind of candy?
It's chocolate.
Just plain milk chocolate, or is it bitter chocolate?
It would be more of like a milk chocolate thing, but it might be there might be like Rice Krispies in it, or caramel of peanuts. It's like some kind of candy bar type thing. Oh, looks like she's gone. It's just me and candy. I get to eat the candy. I love candy. I love doing what I want to do.
Stop.
I'm gonna stay up so late tonight.
It's worse because this isn't a game.
I want to like recede inside myself so I don't have to experience this.
Yes.
Yeah, the reason it's so upsetting is I imagine this is like I imagine like the guy who talks like this. I want to think of like a good actor reference for what Vinnie the Fink is in life. It's like
Danny DeVito
in The Penguin.
I think that's too like that.
Tall,
that
tall.
almost isn't of itself too. Like I think it's like I feel like it's like a big guy. It's like
Really?
like The Rock.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
you know who would Vincent D'Onofrio's not bad. David Harbour. I'm gonna say that's who Vinnie the Fink was.
No.
So imagine David Harbour just constantly being like,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
do
was
it
thinking
real
Jackie Earl Haley.
He again like
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's much worse if it's not an obviously creepy you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a big like burly guy who when he's really feeling himself is like, I was really bad today.
I hate that.
Yeah, that is especially upsetting.
Let us progress the plot so that that thing can either die or go away.
You don't want to tase him.
Like, but you know what's better is beer. We should find beer. We should find alcohol.
You're so bad. You want me to get in trouble, don't you? Okay, but remember, if I get a spanking, you get it too.
Do I have any sense if like getting the ghost drunk will help incapacitate it?
Let's see. Thinking of your characters, you don't know. It seems like a good enough thing to try.
May as well try it.
If I get a spanking, you get it too. God, this guy, what a great villain. Anyway, Dallas, I'm gonna say, because they've been talking about this for so long down there, 30 minutes have passed. I'm gonna give you one more power. Actually, everyone gain one power from whatever you're at right now.
Ooh.
Because they've just been chatting for so long.
We've just been discussing the plan for 30 minutes.
Oh, how about look, my nose is what's doing it. So yeah, basically the time has passed, you feel a little better. I mean, you still feel very depleted, but you can feel your strength returning. But it's been a while since they've been gone.
I'll just like stick. It's like when if I lean, like I'm gonna go see if I can figure out where they are.
Oh, of course, yes. Well, however you want to go, I'm sure you'll be fine. Would you like to take a stun baton? I held one back for you in case they all took some, sort of.
Yeah.
Just in case you find from what I've just heard, I just had a phone call from a friend on another floor. It sounds like things are sort of calming down. It sounds like the out of control areas have been sort of.
What was going on?
Well, I'm not going to name any names, but it appears that there might have been a bit of a power struggle amongst some of the directors. And the department heads, we may have had some turnover in department heads. Some department heads will roll, as the case may be. Not down here, obviously. Andrea's great. But the point is, in the course of this, some of the department heads might have opened up some cages and let some things loose to cause some discord,
Yeah.
Just
okay.
unbecoming behavior, quite frankly.
Right.
Because, quite frankly, I hope that I can be as frank as I'm being with you. Quite.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
There's enough dangerous stuff in this building, right? We don't need to unlock the doors for people to be in mortal peril, right?
Right.
Indeed. So yes, if you're heading out, good luck finding them. I hope you find them soon.
Thank you.
And
thanks for your help.
Of course. Well, we are researching. We're trying to find some of your valuable items. London did make this list of people you were. If there's anyone you want to add to this, we're going through we're seeing if any items that belong to these individuals in life have actually wound up coming back here. If they're still, obviously, with what's now going on out there, it's a much bigger deal.
Yeah.
And you don't actually know what that is, although I guess
Right,
Rawlings
yeah.
might have a sense of it.
I mean, do I like when he hands me the list? Does that mean anything to me?
The list is London did a decent, but it is not totally complete, but it is the dolls that you have. It's the people, it's the lives you remember.
Okay. Yeah. Looks good.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Well then, yeah. If you head, are you going to take the elevator?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go into the stairs.
Great.
I'm gonna see that, like, if I hear any like thing like nefarious creeping up or down.
Go ahead and do a listen roll in the stairwell there, Dallas. I'm sorry everyone was in different places today. No matches?
No.
You're not sure. You can tell that they're... I think you do know to go down.
Okay.
Because they might have even mentioned she ran down or whatever. You know enough of that. So
Okay.
You're on the 6th floor, so 5th is the unformed pens. No, you're on the 5th floor, so 4 is the... Sorry, I can't remember anything. 5 is fabrication, 4 is the unformed pens, 3 is the commissary where you've been before.
Okay. I'll go down, and I'll like each level like slowly like peek my head, like kind of listen, peek my head in, see if I can see anything.
Give me a track roll. It's under intellect. Probably not your.
No. No matches.
Yeah, it's taken you a little while, but you're hopefully working your way to them. Meanwhile, London, Montreal, Zurich, and Jakarta. You all are going to try to apprehend Omaha. Whether you stun her, force a thing out, maybe you'll bring her up to the 6th floor. You have a lot of options, but for now, I need you all to sneak. It is under your coordination.
What we're gonna do? Sneak.
Montreal has put a lot of dice into this.
2 5s.
2 5s for Mr. Jakarta. Congratulations. And 2 5s is... So 5s? That's interesting. So
Yeah.
do you want to go with that?
I do.
Please roll a d13.
Mm-hmm.
God, now would also be a great time for a horror search.
Thank God. 9.
Perfect. Moses, how'd you do?
I got 2 8s. Is that also a horror search thing? Because it's 13-13?
No, because your
Ah,
fear is not...
Got it.
Is not that. Your fear is, I think...
I think I'm
claustrophobia. Yeah, okay, so yeah. How'd you do, Zurich?
No matches.
No matches. And London, we'll get to her in a moment. But the point is, Omaha. You are not in the driver's seat unless you're... It does feel like this thing is only letting you talk, like, looking at himself, you know? Like, you're not in control of body. He'll let you gesture a little, but for the most part, he's in control. But he's just, like, going through, and he has now found... He's now found, like, a beer fridge. London, could you give me a sneak roll as under coordination? But he has found a fridge of alcohol, and he says, uh-oh, we're not supposed to have this, are we? No matches, okay.
Well, some of us are old enough to have it, and we would like to have it.
So you're the kind of babysitter who drinks beer. You raid the parents' fridge.
No,
You're
no, I don't babysit kids.
You're badder than me. And I once did something to a cat.
If I'm badder than you, will you let me take over?
No. If I'm bad, why would I let anyone else take over? What's your name?
I have a lot of names.
I'm eating more candy.
That, yeah, it's very good.
Don't talk with our mouth full.
You know what would make the candy better is a beer to wash it down with. Have you ever had beer and chocolate? It's really good.
Okay. Let's be bad.
Let's be bad.
Lauren, roll a d13. I'm giving you an opportunity because you and Zurich have failed at your sneaking. So your
Okay,
only
fine.
chance here. Did you roll a 13?
No!
You just kicked it to 12. Roll your 13 again. To see if we have a horror surge.
She's
Don't
gonna
do it. Don't do it.
She's
10.
gonna do it.
Okay. So no horror surge, but we're at 12 now, friends. And
We're so
that
cooked.
means that, my dear friends, means that what I was giving you the opportunity for was, as Zurich, Montreal, London, and Jakarta are creeping across the like, you know, like trying like not to like bump into chairs or anything, just creeping across the commissary, about to go back to where you hear the voice and you can see like a light on back there, and you hear this Omaha talking to herself in that horrible voice. You all hear a spap of like a can opening. And had you rolled one less on the 12, that was going to mask any sound that London and Zurich made. But because of that happens right when both London and Zurich bump into chairs. And there's just like a clattering out there. And Vinnie with Omaha goes, Vinnie. Actually, Omaha, if you want to say something, you can, but Vinnie you just heard a clatter out there. And Vinnie looks very scared and says, "We're about to get in
there.
big trouble." Then you hear Omaha say, "Is someone there?" And then say, "We're about to get in big trouble."
We heard.
We
Oh, I thought we
heard-
were waiting for Omaha. to say
I make a
You-
dash.
You heard
Or-
the Omaha voice
Okay.
saying that. Great.
Wait. Can I do? Okay. So like, I would like to do a charm person to specifically Dahlia in Omaha. Because I'm thinking like she's possessed. I have to get her up front. So I would like to do a charm person specifically to Dahlia
Okay.
to talk to her.
So
Which-
and you mean a charm, because charm person is a spell from stuff. I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
charm.
Okay. Yeah. You're just trying to convince. You're trying to convince Dahlia.
Yes.
That's half for the audience in case anyone's like, how can she cast that spell? Okay, cool. So yeah.
Don't
Perfect.
be pretentious about it.
Okay, so
But I would like would that allow me to use Oksana's +3?
yes, I would let you use Oksana's +3 and a
Thank
charm,
you.
so you can roll 6 dice. And
Okay.
I hope they're all 7s.
No.
I'm gonna whisper to Jakarta, like, set the stun batons on.
What?
Like, turn on the stun baton.
Okay.
Just in case.
I roll my eyes, but I pull the baton out.
Like, lowest setting. Lowest setting.
Are there settings?
Damn it. Okay, so 2 5s.
2 5s. What do
Yeah.
you say though, Lone London?
She'll also like say it like London will do her best to like speak as Oksana, so she'll do the whole accent and everything and say, oh god, hold on. Okay. She'll just say, Daria, it's Oksana. I need you to come to me.
You say this with a sort of as much intensity as you can. Omaha,
Yes.
you hear that. You overhear her saying that in that voice.
Am I able to break through
I'm-
and get
Yeah, and I'm trying to get Dahlia, like that person, like her to override the ghost. That's the goal.
So Dahlia isn't one who's in there.
Yeah.
The doll's not there. But
But the
the memories are there, but the persona is gone. Dahlia is an empty hole inside of Omaha.
The
Okay.
thing that I would need to
London
have,
didn't
like
know
the
that.
emotional response I would need to override him is not there.
But Omaha, I will allow, because of her doing that, it's a lower level thing. Omaha, go ahead and give me a keep control roll.
See, London doesn't know
And
any
I'll
of this.
and I'll give you 1 extra on it. You can have 4. So roll 4d8. Let's see if you get any matches.
Matches.
No matches.
Mm.
Oh,
So she kind of, you don't hear a reply. You hear some like movement.
fuck.
Okay, well that was weird.
Okay.
Hey,
Everything is you're
Ghost. What are you doing over there with our friend?
There's no response. You hear no movement anymore.
We know the ghost's name, right?
You do.
What was it?
It was
Vinnie the Fink.
Fink. Vinnie the Fink. Hey, Vinnie.
No reply.
Hold on. Wait. Ah.
We just need to. We just need to
Wait.
corner her.
Hold on. Vinny. I think you've been a very bad boy.
Very quietly, just to Omaha, Vinnie will say, I told you we were gonna get in trouble. But you guys don't hear that. So are you going back to the kitchens?
Emissary is gonna try and like convince him.
At this point, he's not even letting you talk.
Well,
But
I guess then I just follow where he-
you'll have an opportunity in a moment because of that last sort of fail to do a thing. So basically,
Wait,
if you
can the
guys,
voluptuous dancer get upset because they're putting candy into their body and she wants to maintain her figure?
are you kidding me? All the girls in Voluptua eat whatever they want all the time, and they just look amazing. They're just lucky, I guess.
So we gotta like find her in the dark.
Zurich just goes into the kitchen.
Cool.
And
Zurich runs into the kitchen. You see there is a light on the kitchen. The kitchen. There are several candy wrappers on the ground. There is a door leading out of the kitchen that's open. There is also a beer sitting on a counter. Like cold. Like beads of condensation on the side.
Candy and beer.
Um,
Weird combo.
can Zurich look to try to find like where they would have gone if they were just there moments ago?
Absolutely, Zurich. Go ahead and do a look roll.
I got a lot of dice. In
You
this
have a
one.
lot of dice in this, and if you want to, you can spend 2 more to get an extra one.
Can I roll a? Actually, I don't know if like it was established. Are we follow? Can we all follow Zurich?
I think Zurich's kind of going to be able to do the first thing, but I imagine you and Jakarta at least have stun batons.
I literally,
ready for it.
I have 5 dice and I got no matches.
Wait, but what did you roll?
4, 5, 6, 2, 8.
Oh.
Because if it's a straight, I let you re-roll for free.
I know. I was waiting for that, but that 2.
Zurich,
But I-
you go in and you just can't. You have it's like you see there's a door, so you're like maybe Vinny ran out, but beyond that you just don't. You have no idea. You spotted that stuff on the ground, but you can't.
Can I roll a track?
You can roll a track, sure. Montreal.
Two 6s.
2 6s. It is ghosts, which is on brand. I'll say because it's 6s, you sort of get in and you sort of see the door open, and there's part of you that's like your first instinct is like after him. But when you get to that hallway, you're just like, no, I bet he's still in here somewhere. So you don't know where he is, but you don't think he left. You think Omaha and Vinny in the driver's seat is still in the kitchen. Jakarta and London, you're here now as well.
I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
I guess like with that revelation with my track, I just fall to the floor, just take a whiff and say, "This is a double cross."
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm tracking. It's like my thing.
Can't you just like look?
Can't you do it like a normal person?
None of us are normal people. I
That's
do it like me.
Good point.
very fair.
Just let me be me, Jakarta. Jeez.
Wait, hold on.
But yeah, I think she's still in here. She didn't run away.
Well, look in the cabinets. Kids hide in the cabinets all the time.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. This is weird. Vinny, I'm gonna tickle you.
The voluptuous bikini dancer heard that and is like, ooh. Or not bikini dancer, Jesus, aerobics instructor.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you're
I
you're
turn to
KLT.
Montreal and I just say, how long do you think it would take for me to kill myself with this? Like if I just like held it against my chest.
Don't-
5 seconds tops.
Everybody shut
It's
up.
tempting.
At this point, Dallas, would you make a... I assume you're sneaking about, right? Dallas, please make a sneak roll.
What is my sneak? My sneak is 3. Okay, cool.
It's not bad.
No matches.
At this point, London, Montreal, Zurich, Jakarta, and Vinny, piloting Omaha's body, hears a loud clattering sound, like out in the commissary that you just came in from. Sounds like the chair's moving, like they had a second ago. But Dallas, you hear voices in the kitchen.
I guess hearing that, will we all rush out to
Wait,
check
did
it out?
hear me say, I'm gonna tickle you?
Dallas, what is your listen? How many listen dice do you have?
My listen is 2.
Congratulations, you didn't hear those words.
Okay, good.
Montreal, if you would like to rush out in there thinking that it's Omaha, you're certainly welcome to. Because you did think she was doubling back, so that makes sense. So Montreal, if you rush out Dallas, you see Montreal run out from like the kitchen, and you spot Dallas. Montreal. He looks still pretty rough, but he's up on his feet and looks much better than he did even like before you guys got hit with the mist.
It's gonna be like, oh hey, it's the main character. What's up?
What? Oh, hey, how you? Oh, good. I found you guys. How you doing?
Feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Did
didn't
you have these weird like crystals in your chest?
crystals in my chest.
What?
Yeah,
Can I check right now?
Sure.
Wait, is London hearing this? Or
Yes.
is she still...
It's if I mean you can hear them talking because it's just sort of like like they're at the doors of this. You hear all of this. So if you want to go out, you can, or you can stay in this room.
I think she would keep... Is the room closed off, or does it go like back and around or anything?
It kind of goes back and around. There's some and it's also like it's not completely closed to like there's not doors blocking the kitchen area, the prep area from the stuff. So it's kind of like it's just like a big winding space back there. But yeah.
Okay.
Do I in fact have crystals in my chest?
Montreal, if you test your chest, you do not find any crystals if you feel around. Jakarta, you're in the same room if you're doing the same. Are you showing
go
them,
back.
Dallas?
Yeah, I'll pull my shirt down. Like, look at this shit. Like, this is weird.
I'll
Did he
go
have
and
those
look.
when we were carrying him around?
Hold on one second,
Oh,
London.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Jakarta.
Did he have those when we were carrying him around?
You don't recall them from when you were carrying him around, but you may not have been. You're not.
I wasn't, but Montreal was. I'm asking Montreal.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
Or I wasn't carrying Dallas. London was carrying Dallas.
Wait, what?
London now steps out.
Did you?
What are you talking
Did
about?
he have chest
What did he-
crystals when you were carrying him
Do
around?
you have these?
What?
Not you, him.
Well, if he
Huh.
has them, then maybe we do. No, I didn't notice them. But to be fair, I was not trying to look at your chest. I mean, like, I know we have a history, but like, I wasn't
my God.
trying to at all.
Oh my god.
Like, don't get me like, you're a very attractive guy, but I wasn't trying to like.
You don't need to be so defensive about this. I was just wondering, like.
I'm looking at Jakarta like that.
I just
Did they
feel
like put
everybody's-
chest crystals in you or something? Like
It doesn't.
while we were gone?
Wait.
Does it-
Okay.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt.
Can I see?
Yeah, I just pulled down my shirt. Like,
Zurich, have you come out here with them as well?
Those are
No,
Those are chest
Zurich is still
crystals.
inside trying to find this ghost because he's like, everybody's a fucking idiot. I
Okay,
need to
cool.
find.
So Jakarta, yeah. So I'm gonna let this Jakarta, London, Montreal carry on.
Oh yeah, those are fucking hella chest crystals.
Does Sister Mercy recognize anything about them? Perhaps?
You
Maybe?
could do an analyze and add your Sister Mercy to it.
I shall.
Well, then I shall. That's 3 dice for you.
Thank you.
3 sevens, 3 sevens. Let's go.
Nope.
No matches.
No matches.
If I have a 4 in analyze, can I try figure out what it might be, or?
Yes. Let me look at your. Go for it. I'm gonna look at your dolls to see who might have the most possible thought of anything.
I also have a 4 in analyze.
Give it a shot.
Local of the Ubi Ubi swamp know anything about crystals?
Tell you what, make the analyze roll, then we'll talk. if we'll let's see how we have to justify it if it's high.
No matches.
No matches. Well then, cool. You guys really don't know what's going on with that. It's very possible, London, that you weren't carrying him directly from there. You know, Zurich. In the meantime, you're looking around. There are various cabinets and drawers and things in here.
Zurich looks at the cabinets and is like, what cabinet would a kid want to hide in?
Or like this. Zurich, give me... You know what? Detect vibe.
Let me see. Ooh, 3. Okay.
Let's get a read on a kid.
All right. Come on. Give me a match today. Oh, a pair of 6s, Mom. Baby daddy. You're my baby daddy.
And again, extra for ghosts. So you look around and you see all the cabinets, and you see some like good cabinets, like oh my, he's like gonna hit on. But then you're like, but if he's acting like a kid, he may want to get low. And as you're walking around, you this is so upsetting to me, but I love it. There's like a pull drawer, you know, like on the floor, like a big kind of like under, and you kind of test a couple of those, and you pull one out, and it's very heavy. So you pull it open, and Omaha is like folded up inside of it, holding a candy bar, giving you a little impish grin.
And Zurich just holds the stun baton out. And what are you doing in here?
I'm sorry I had so much candy. Are you gonna punish me?
No, you are so creepy. You are so creepy.
I'm just a little kid.
You're a woman with a... Omaha, can you hear me in there? You in there?
Are you
He
gonna
gets
stun
he gets
me?
the stun gun real close.
Uh-oh, are you gonna stun me? Are you gonna stun me because I've been bad? Are you gonna stun me because I've been really bad?
I might. I need to talk to my friend.
Do it then. I don't think you will. I think you're too scared.
Omaha.
I don't know who Omaha is, but I am having more candy. London, you're out in the other room.
No, but I was going to say after she was embarrassed by saying like I'm not into you, but she would have like walked back into
Okay,
the room.
Omaha, you
So
walk
I'm
back and you
wondering if
see
London.
London. You walk back and you see Zurich looming over like a drawer with his stun baton pointing it at someone inside, but you don't see who's in there.
What the fuck are you doing?
I got Omaha. Or Vinnie. Or what's
Okay,
his name?
okay.
Oh, don't call me
Hold on.
Vinnie.
What's your name, guy?
Omaha, you just said it.
London will walk over and say, Vinny,
Oh no.
you've been a very bad boy, haven't you?
I had a lot of candy. I'm gonna get a toothache.
You
Gonna
know
get
what I think?
toothache.
What do you think?
I think that you need to find another body to take over, because you've already rotted Omaha's teeth with all of that candy, don't you think?
No. At this point, I'll say Dallas, Montreal, Jakarta. Any of you can all have walked back in here.
Yeah, I'll go back in.
No. She still has enamels.
Not for long, though. Not with what you've been doing, huh?
I haven't even started. She wanted me to drink a beer.
Oh, well, you're too young to drink a beer, aren't you?
Not in this body. She's a babysitter.
But you're not.
All right, London. This is
You should kiss her. That would
Hold on.
gross out a kid, right?
I'm not. And she's gonna like shut the drawer and say, I am not going to kiss that.
Oh, you closed the drawer?
Yes?
Sweet. All right, come on. I just got to roll really bad right now. Ah, damn it. I only rolled a 1. Okay, never mind. I don't got nothing.
Oh, she's about to disappear.
No.
I am
gonna
not
see if-
going to kiss that.
Never mind what I was going to do. But you closed the door, yeah.
And then she'll pull it open immediately. Now, Vinny, you know it's not polite to take over people's bodies. I know because you're from Heisteles and you know proper etiquette, don't you?
No.
And you know how to treat a lady, don't you?
Most of the ladies I treated are in pieces.
I think
I know.
Jakarta was right. We should just
Yeah, I don't think this is going anywhere.
Are you going to
Take them.
stun me?
no.
Either make out with Omaha or I'm going to stun that thing.
Are you going to stun me? I'm not going anywhere.
Zurich.
So London's gonna like pick Omaha up and be like, help me restrain her.
London, go ahead and do a lift roll.
We should just stun her first.
Hold on. If anyone's going to stun her, it's going to be me. How many?
You have 2 dice in
Good
lift.
2.
I
Perfect.
feel like we're along for the
No
ride on this,
matches.
guys.
Yeah, London, you can't. It's like even if Omaha wasn't a grown up, it's like it's like picking up a
He's
kid who doesn't
also
want to get picked up.
gesturing to the guys to like get.
Can I like do like a look to like Zurich and Jakarta, just like?
Why don't we just all tackle her?
No, here, get her out of the fucking drawer.
Zurich, you in? Just
Oh,
it's the simplest.
Let me
option.
drag her out of the drawer,
Dirt,
Montreal.
grab her.
Jakarta,
Thank
you can also
Jakarta.
you could do it. The interesting thing though is because she's folded up in a drawer, like only one person can try to pull her out at a time. Like it's like it's yeah. It's not
London,
gonna be an
hold on
easy
to her.
extrication. Go ahead, Jakarta, do a lift roll.
I'm gonna have London hold on to her, and I'm gonna pull on London like a fucking human chain.
Okay, London, do another lift roll then.
No match.
So you pull London, and London like lets go as you pull her off.
Okay,
Alright.
Zurich, you look strong. Do it.
Thanks. Zurich tries.
Do a lift roll.
Nothing.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my new bedroom.
Wait,
It's getting ridiculous,
can
and I
we
turn the
call
stun
up-
bomb.
Wait. Can we call up to the place that we met that she was possessed? Can we call?
There's I make a luck roll a d13. Or don't if you don't want to look around for
No,
a phone.
I will. The 1.
There's not a phone in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Also, you slip on a candy wrapper.
Okay. London will just stay down and just. I don't know what the fuck to do, you guys.
We could stun baton her.
We're just
I mean-
knocking her out to make her easier to transport, right?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's stunning, right? That's all it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my stun baton on.
Oh, I'm so scared.
London, you better do it first, but we're gonna have to.
We're gonna all gesture to London and do the first shot.
Wait, why does he want us to so bad?
Because he's a
Because he's a
freak.
freak.
No, but does that mean he can take over in some way?
He's already taken over. Has Omaha said anything?
You're letting this freaky man child.
You would think Omaha would
spook
just
us
let
out.
him take her body and like
She'll take
stuff
out
her into a
her
cupboard?
baton and say, I am so sorry. And just zip.
All right, and in the instant that you make contact, like right when it's too late for you to pull back, Omaha, you're in control and you're gonna feel everything. So do you want to? Is there anything you say as it hits you?
Ow. I can still feel things.
And so basically, London, as you hit Omaha, like you see a transformation in the face of it's like Omaha's face just going ow as you stun.
No.
Since you're doing this in like a pure thing, Omaha, give me a this will be you're actually pretty good at these. Give me just a endurance roll.
Does it matter what setting London had it on?
I had it on stun. Like
It's
not-
only stun. It's how many volts you're doing.
Oh, the lowest. Like
Okay.
I didn't want to risk killing her.
Yeah, the high settings can do it. The high settings are for like an elephant.
Okay, 2 3s.
2 3s. 3s. Ah, rats. That's a shame. Okay. So you are you're gonna lose 2 power. I'll mark it down for you. Just because, like, you know, it's electric to you, but you don't lose consciousness. So now Omaha's just in that drawer.
Omaha?
That you?
Is
Sorry.
Omaha back?
Yeah, you're in control.
Oh my god, yes. What?
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
hurt
don't
you.
be. Don't be. He needed to. Who was that? What was that?
Vinny the Fink. I don't know. He's weird.
What? He's a fucking freak. Now we need to get you back up to acquisitions or whatever that floor was and get him out of you.
Yeah, before he takes control of you again.
Yeah.
Can we like tie her hands or something like that? Or
No, we're not gonna.
Well,
Lunch.
yes, we are. He can take over at any time. It's better than having to taser again. Omaha, do you consent to being bound for your own safety?
Voluptua.
I'll hold.
Yeah.
I didn't have a doll from Voluptuous, so I don't have that like fucked up side of me that you guys all have. I'm just trying to save people's lives.
If Omaha's leaning into the voluptuous side, then like Trixie Daisy will come and be like, "I'll hold the ropes."
Oh
Like,
my
you don't-
god!
I don't know what's going on. I'll hold her hands behind her back.
and
With
Dick
my-
Rambone. Dick Rambone will say, I know a few knots.
Okay, tie her up. I will hold the rope. We won't hurt you. We just have to figure this out.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Omaha, is he out? Like, do you sense him?
Omaha, you definitely, the main thing you feel is so much chocolate in like your teeth. And there's probably like it's also probably all over her lips. Omaha, do a detect vibe.
Detect 5. That's 4d8. I got nada. 3, 4, 5, 7.
You don't feel anything. I mean, you also though it's kind of understandable because, you know, you are still processing all the different voices in your head and kind of memories and how they go together and are these past lives? Or are these just downloaded memories? You don't know what's going on. So it's disorienting, but you don't know where Vinnie the Fink may be.
I can't tell. I don't know. And then, did Hattie meet Vinnie the Fink? I don't remember.
Hattie has never met Vinnie the Fink.
Okay, so none of my characters ever met him.
No.
Okay.
I'll say that when they say the name Vinnie the Fink, that's the first you heard it. Like, Hattie might have been aware of Vinnie the Fink, but she never crossed paths. She probably would not have let him live.
But it might be good to just take you back up to, you know, where he went into your body just so they can help out a little bit. I mean,
So
is that not fair?
I mean, whatever we have. I don't think he's here, but I don't want him. If he is still in here, I can't have.
Well, I'm just gonna finish tying up her hands.
So before we do the tying up, did Dan? You always come in the clutch here. Could you do a D13? Let's see if there's any sort of sufficient rope to tie him up or whatever to tie her up. Kitchen twine handy.
8.
Yes, no problem. You're able to find some stuff like that. I will say, does anyone have knowledge of a voluptuan? You do have Dick Rambone, don't you?
Yeah.
Then
No, I don't
Montreal, in that case, go ahead and give me, you may add your Dick Rambone to your fine motor skills. So you'll get 3 dice on this. Yeah, exactly.
Like fine motor. How many dice are
You have 3 total. You only have 2 in fine motor skills, but we'll give you you'll get your Dick Rambone bonus. Dick Ram
6.
bonus.
Bonus.
My Dick Ram bonus.
What did you roll?
2 6.
2 6s. Okay, great. Yeah, you're able to tie it up. It's interesting because like all like the loops look very either phallic or boob-like somehow, but yeah, you do it.
I'm just good like that, I guess. I'll give like the end of the rope to London since like, hey, you seem the most protective of her. You can, I guess, what do I call this? A leash?
Don't call it that, please.
It's not. We're not going to call it anything. It's just a security measure.
No, something about saying leash just felt right.
Where she's gonna move her away.
I hate all
No,
of
just-
you. I'm
Gently.
also going to leave.
So are you guys going to go to 6
Yes.
by
think
the
I-
elevator or the stairs?
The stairs.
The stairs.
So you lead her out to the stairs. I'm
And
just gonna
like,
roll one of these.
To be clear,
Yeah.
London has Omaha, like, she has the rope in her left hand, and then she has her, like, right hand on Omaha's shoulder. So she's not, like,
Yeah.
guiding her or, like, pulling her. She's, like, gently with her,
Understood.
but also ready for action.
All right, as you guys sort of get to the stairs, as you open the stairs, coming down on a peg leg is the sailor, who sort of sees you all, like on like the kind of like halfway down from the landing above, and goes, "Arr, arr, hello.
Hi.
I watched ye all from inside your little sphere. How'd you fare out there in the storm? Nice to breathe the sea air, isn't it?
I guess so.
I love the island life. Gotta get back on a boat, though, don't I? Now, some of you remember that, do ya? Who here remembers me? Who here remembers sailing around with me?
Really nice to Vela.
Vela. So let me guess. If you think I was nice to Vela, he looks at London and says, then you were emissary, weren't you? And he turns to Montreal, which means you were Vela. You must have been stilt cutter. Ha! Still trying to bite. That's why they got you tied up, eh? He says to Omaha. And you, I'd recognize Fletch anywhere.
No.
No. Reversed.
Close.
Fletch is tied up.
What the fuck
Fletch
are
is
you all
tied up.
talking-
Ah!
I myself up.
It's a long story, Jakarta.
Jakarta.
You have to read the recaps.
Aye.
Uh-huh.
Well.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, you don't remember, do you? What, do you remember? You ever seen me before that?
Yeah, you're familiar.
Oh,
Sure.
am I?
Yeah.
And why am I familiar to you? Which you remember me from, then?
Did the manager ever encounter him?
Manager didn't encounter, but you would have.
Did Francis Brannigan? No.
You would have mainly been encountering him with what was your Beatrice saw him.
Oh,
with.
right, yeah.
Oh
Yeah, when I was the like the ghost.
The chambermaids.
Chambermaids.
Oh wait.
I've done things with many a kind of maid, but a chambermaid isn't ringing a particular bell.
You were like in the ladies' tower.
Oh, ha, ha! In the
All right.
war for the mist, when the
Yeah.
mists were shattered. Oh, Those were trying times, weren't they? Many a thing did happen then, didn't they? Aye. Well, now you're all here and you're free and you remember everything, don't you?
Yeah.
You have a lot of questions.
Oh, do ya? Well, I got a lot of answers, but I don't have time to give 'em. I got to get down to the commissary and get myself some chowder. Huh?
Wait. Do you know how to get a ghost out of a person by any chance? Not a memory. Not a character.
I know
a
how to
literal
get
ghost.
Oh, I know a surefire means of getting a ghost out of him. Oh, is she possessed, is she? Fletch is possessed by a ghost.
Vinnie the Fink.
I don't know who that is. Don't know who that be. But
Count yourself lucky.
So you're a ghost then, are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Not.
Oh, it's lying dormant. Oh, those are the hardest kind. There's only one surefire way to get rid of a ghost like that. I'll handle it myself if you want.
Hold on, what happens to the host?
Yeah, what's the
It's just a simple drowning.
Oh.
That's what I figured.
Does she live through that?
Omaha.
Well, I have a pretty good track record at resuscitating someone whom I've drowned. But if you drown them nice and let the water touch their lungs, the ghost will go out, and provided there's not a good, better host about. Ghosts don't love to be around the water.
Not like this idea.
What is a good track record for resuscitating?
Oh, I think I've done it about. Let's see how many times I've done it. I'm gonna roll a d20 and multiply whatever I roll by 2. Done it about 38 times, and I'd say on that I've gotten about 28 of them came back in one form or another. Several of them only had the mind of a potato at that point, but it was better than having a ghost inside them. A lot of ghosts possess you on the sea, after all.
Well, we'll be in touch if we need your services. Thank you so much.
Huh? Yeah, the sailor's awesome.
We're not going. No, we're going to see if there's another way. We're not going to drown Omaha.
Mine is just that.
No. Oh my gosh. London will drag Omaha along to continue up the stairs.
Yeah. You lad, he kind of holds to Dallas though and says, "So I take it you're but you don't remember me from before, do you? Neither do you. I guess Jakarta and Dallas will hang back.
No, not from what you were talking about.
Do either of you know anything about the Mistwalkers though? Either you got any Mistwalker inside you?
Can't say that I do.
Oh, I'd say. Well,
I mean,
what's your connection to who's the person I saw him with? It was
Lady Rhiannon.
What's your connection to Lady Rhiannon?
Lady Rhiannon. Lady Rhiannon is a respectable woman. A good patron for us, if you take my meaning. Well, I'll phrase it to you like this. What's your name, lad? Jakarta, they call you?
Sure.
Listen about this, Jakarta. It's all about the blood in the end. I've got a little of that blood in me. And some part of him, not this little body here. He's kind of shaking you too much, Dallas, you ever been with someone who's way too physical and it's acting friendly, but they're really moving you around. He's kind of kind of shaking your shoulders. Not this body here, but he's got thoughts in him. A one out there who's got this blood in his veins as well.
Yeah, I remember the manager.
The road manager, traveling from town to town, making sure everything goes well for your team. And you're right to be on a team, but you're on the wrong team, lad. If you're with that peddler, and you're with that boxer, they are the ones who caused all that chaos out there. I was a sailor and I knew the sea routes. You see, we had freedom. We didn't need to break those mists. It was a foolish endeavor they did.
Okay,
I'm not holding it against you now, lad. Hey, the mist has completely suffused the world now. It's all ours for the taking. The point being, lad.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you don't know. mist they've spread across all the Dreadlands. Only those like us can walk freely. Everyone else chokes and dies in it.
The Mistwalkers?
Aye. And some others, but mainly the Mistwalkers. The point being, I've got the blood. One of his farms got the blood. But Lady Rhiannon, she is the blood. A shadow elf herself.
So like, yeah, like it's like the progenitor or whatever.
Oh, the progenitor. Aye. That's a good term for it, lad. The progenitor. Or the progenitrix. Right. For a lady.
Yeah.
Respect her, I'd say. I mean, either way's fine. Alright, well, I'm gonna get some chowder, damn ya. But good luck with your ghost, and if you want me to give her a good drowning, like I said, pretty good success rate.
Yeah.
We'll take it under advisement.
Aye. Okay, you guys can catch up with the others.
Jakarta, didn't you drown once?
I don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, sorry, bringing it up. Anyway, yeah, let's get her to 6.
Yeah.
Great. So you guys head to 6. Up on the 6th floor. You get back to Octavia and he says, "Oh, hello, it's wonderful to see you all again. Wow, back so soon. Oh, and look, I haven't met this young lady yet, but the way you have her all tied up. Is that Vinnie the Fink I'm actually speaking with? You naughty, naughty boy."
No.
Oh. You've exercised her. Well, I'm
No.
impressed.
No.
I believe he's just
Oh,
dormant.
but they
We're wondering if
exercise me.
And it was a really great exercise. I feel really limber.
Oh my. What is going on between these two? She's holding her
they're
like it's a
definitely
leash.
gonna fuck at some point. But anyways,
Oh,
we need to get
sorry.
the ghost out of her.
What?
Oh no. Is naughty
We don't
little
know
Vinnie playing hide and seek?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, I believe there are some techniques we have. We still haven't tracked down any of your items yet. Things have been a little busy. But if you would like to, you can have a seat in here, and unless he bolts soon, I think there may actually be something we can do about our friend Vinny.
What?
Well, we can try to put him back into one of the containers that he was previously in.
Sounds
You don't have
good
to
me.
drown me to do it, do you?
No, darling. Do you, why would we drown you?
Just bad memories.
Oh dear. Well, go on in there, have a seat. Andrea may want to come and speak with you about this anyway, so I'll
Who's Andrea?
You met Andrea. She's
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you already met her. Yeah.
Reverse.
She's the department head here. Well then. Go on and have a seat. We'll
Was there any progress in getting our old stuff back?
Still not. We're working on it. We think we've found a few items, but it looks like many of your items are actually still out in the wild, and now it's become very hazardous to go recover things. So, take your seats, and he'll kind of gesture for you guys to go in there. And we'll say that as he does so, he then picks up a phone and places a call, but we won't hear that call. But that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was 9:30.
It is 9:30. You know, time flies when you're being a very bad boy.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah. I have to say that tonight's game was interesting because there are different ways for this to be a horror game, and we found a new one tonight.
Oh.
We've done things along the lines with it, but like, you know, we didn't even have to be like as explicit as when we had the sex lobster. You know, Thermidora, we didn't need Thermidora. Like, we didn't need like eating the woman and basting her in butter and everything. All we had to do tonight was just have Vinny
That
the
was
Fink.
less disturbing than this.
Yeah, Vinny the Fink If you get a spanking, if I get a spanking, you
I
get one
know.
too.
I
Oh.
clipped that. If anyone wants to rewatch, it's there.
I'm good.
I believe it.
So, thanks for watching, everyone. This was a lot of fun. We have a lot of this was a good one, and I enjoy being the sailor. I have to say, I really like it.
Sailor's
It's fun.
It's fun to talk like the sailor.
When I think of the sailor, I go back to when we were with the Soldier of Fortune, leaving the
Yeah.
police station and trying to get back to the.
Yep.
And he was like wakeboarding on a trash can
He was
lid or
wakeboarding
something
on
like
a
that.
trash can. That is what he was
It
doing.
was amazing. It reminded me of like Leprechaun.
The sailor has some, like, the sailor has some additional, like, how do I phrase this? All the Mistwalkers are very powerful and have some stuff they can do, but the sailors is a little more like elemental. You know, like the Soldier of Fortune is just an incredible like fighter, bounty hunter, can track anyone. The sailor is not only a great sailor, he can command the very winds. If he wants. And he does. Exactly. So yeah, fun times. So thank you all for joining us here. This was a lot of fun. We have some other games on this channel. Join us on Sunday night for Here Be Dragons. Join us on Monday night for the Dreamlands. Now, as of right now, the Dreamlands vote is like, we had 2 days of just pure totes magotes, but then today I don't even know what's going on. The votes today were like. It was, hold on. Today's votes were totes, magotes, totes, magotes. So right now, totes is up by 1. But they weren't even totes, magotes couplets. It was totes, magotes. Whew, wild stuff.
I think that AABB rhymes game.
What about Scroats?
That is not one of the options this week. Magotes is what was requested. Totes.
Goat Scroats?
Goat. Magotes,
Scroats,
scroats? Yeah, it could be a
goat.
thing like that. So please join us. I think Galanorian Saber, you're off in a Magotes, so you could tie it up if you're still out there. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. And then, on Wednesday, we will be here with our Top Flight Tales, I think. I'm 90% sure we'll have Top Flight Tales on Wednesday. Week from tonight, back with Blood from a Stone. Gonna be some fun stuff next week as we see about getting a ghost out of Omaha. On our Discord, you can interact with us. You can participate in the downtime for our Monday game. You can posit wild theories, and you can complain about things and voices I may have said or done tonight.
Fuck yeah, positive.
Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes, and go to our wiki to read about how all these games intersect and interact and all that fun stuff. Also, I'm sure we have people to thank in chat.
We do have Galanorian Saber has just hit 24 months, aka 2 years, with us at Blood from a Stone.
It's 2
Lost
years.
Galanorian Saber, it's been a wonderful 2 years with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone just for being in chat. However, I'm going to anti-thank. What's the opposite of thanks?
Whatever it is, I'm going to do that to you
Admonish.
for doing that voice.
Yes. So
So-
thanks to everyone in Twitch chat. Admonish to everyone in Zoom chat for doing a very distracting thing over here at the end of today's game for a long time. And double admonish to Lauren for not being able to control your face. Because Lauren's just above me going,
I get shot.
I couldn't keep a straight face while I was trying to do my fucking
It's
shit.
fine.
Like, it's too
Yeah.
hard with that one character.
Lord in heaven. So, yes, that's correct, Montreal. What you just said is correct. So thanks for watching all that. Would anyone here like to plug anything?
I'm just gonna tell everyone that next week you might want to have a subscription to LA Times.
Very good.
Gonna say that. Well, more details next week.
Support local journalism. That's what I always say.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Amen.
Very good. Well, thanks. Oh, yeah, Zane.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything, but follow my YouTube, Zane's Trees. I'm doing, so my Instagram, my TikTok, they're doing great trying to get more YouTube going so I could do long form videos, Zane's Trees or Zane Strees.
What do you do there?
Streeing
I
all
make
over
little
YouTube.
trees. I make bonsai.
More like long
Yeah.
dong form, am I right?
Yeah, I make long dong form videos about
Big-
trees.
Bonsai and bones side.
Long dong little trees, though.
Mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like that.
This derailed so fast.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
Oh, I also wasn't going to say anything, but I do a webcomic called Travelers of Talaria. If you want to read it and you like Final Fantasy, you should. It's on Webtoon and Tapas and Tumblr, so check it out.
What was the second one you said?
Tapas?
There's
It's
one
the
of,
like lesser known version of Webtoon.
and it's called tapas, like the appetizers.
Yes.
Cool. Anybody else want to plug anything? Great. Oh, Dan.
I just like to plug the chance that maybe Major League Baseball will do something about the quality of umpiring that's been happening lately. It's
so
really
sorry. So
yeah.
sorry.
Thank you.
Thump the ump, right?
Yeah, for real.
Well, thanks everyone
That's all I got. Yeah.
for being here. This has been delightful. We will see you all next time. Until then, as we always say on this game, and then make hand gestures. Have a dreadful. Oh wait, sorry, hold on. Sorry, Zane, you're right. I should do it this way. He didn't tell me to, but I know it's what
No,
I'm
no, no.
Thank you, baby.
Have a dreadful night.
Tickles.
Little tickle.
Tickles.